kitchen floor cold, your number in my hand, like something I shouldn't hold. I call and hang up, call and hang up again. My thumb keeps hovering where I should have been. I hear your last words, still plain and small. Don't make me beg to be noticed at all. This is a voicemail I don't deserve you to hear. Not asking forgiveness, just making it clear. I was there in your tears, and I chose not to see. I kept you waiting on love like it was free. After the tone, you don't have to say a thing. After the tone, I finally own my part. You talked in half sentences so I would not blow up. You started saying it's fine to keep the peace at home. Your coffee went cold, mine got topped off twice. You said, can you please look at me? I said, not tonight. You stopped sending hearts, you left my last text unread. You turned your hurt to silence so we could both get by. This is a voicemail I don't deserve you to hear. Not asking forgiveness, just making it clear. I'm minimizing pain until you stop bringing it up, and you smile through the ache while you try not to wake me up. After the tone, you can delete this if you need. After the tone, I'm not asking you back to me. No, I didn't mean it. That doesn't change a thing. Impact stays when intention leaves. I use your silence as permission. I use your love as a shield. I made you feel alone with me and called it normal. I made love feel unsafe in a room with two keys. And you should never have had to beg for the bare minimum from me. This is a voicemail I don't deserve you to hear. I'm not asking you back, I'm not asking you near. I'm giving your heart back the blame I made you wear. You did not ask for my storm all the way in the air. Song, keep your peace, keep your life, let my regrets stay mine. After the song, no reply needed. After the song, just go back. 12:47, the beat fades out. I don't need your answer to finally say I'm sorry.
We finish each other's sentences, we laugh at the same old lines. It feels like I've known you for 1,000 lifetimes. The chemistry is perfect, the puzzle pieces fit, but the world is calling my name and I can't ignore it.
Do you want a home, a quiet place? I'm chasing dreams in a frantic race.
Two different roads, one shared embrace. We found the a sun and a moon, sharing the same sky. So close to forever, but out of reach. A beautiful lesson that only pain can teach. Right person, wrong time.
Maybe in 10 years, or maybe in the next life, we'll meet at a coffee shop without the edge of a knife. I'll be settled down, you'll be free to roam. And finally, we could call it home.
But not today, not right now. We have to break the vow to keep from breaking up. We found the right love, but we found it in the wrong life. Like a sun and a moon, sharing the same sky. So close to forever, but out of reach. A beautiful lesson that only pain can teach. Right person, don't cry for what we lose, cry for what we had. It wasn't a mistake, just a time track.
So go and live your story, and I will live mine.
So close to forever, but out of reach. Right person, wrong time. The clock keeps ticking, the moment is gone. I love you, move on. Train platform, late night air, departure board glowing there. People moving suitcases like leaving is easy when it is not your place. A one-way ticket in my hand, bought it fast like I had a plan. I miss you in the space between what I said and what I should have been. I miss you, but I can't go back there. I miss us, but we are not there. Back there is a version of you I don't deserve, and a version of me that didn't do the worst. I miss you, but I can't go back there. Back then I passed the street, two lights down, same old corner, different sound. I can knock, I could try, but that would be my need in a softer disguise. I used to say tomorrow when you asked me to stay. Now tomorrow is here and you walked away. I don't miss the house, I miss the hope, and I can't rebuild it by pulling on your rope. I miss you, but I can't go back there. I miss us, but we are not there. Back there is a night I stay cold and you beg for my presence while I protected my pride. I miss you, but I can't go back there. Back then I don't want you back, I want the time back. Back when sorry meant something and I still knew how to act. I used to call it space when you asked me to stay. I used to say tomorrow till tomorrow walked away. Some love is only for a season, even when it aches. So I let the train pass and I let it shake. I miss you,
and I will let it stay. I miss us, but I won't pull you that way back. There isn't home anymore, it's just a lesson I finally carry. I miss you, but I can't go back there. Back then, train doors closed, lights fly by. I keep my hands still and I don't ask why. I just let it hurt and I let it ride. 6:10 alarm, blue morning light. I wake up reaching to my right. Cold pillow still in shape, like you were here and slipped away. 2 cups out of habit, I rinse one and I hate it. The room is quiet on purpose now, but my hands still move like they remember how. I still reach for your side, but I don't cross the line. I still miss you breathing, but I leave it behind. I miss you in the quiet of the room, but I can't go back to what I put you through. Not this time, not this time. Your sweater used to hang on the chair by the door. Now the chair looks smaller than it did before. I pass a mirror, half awake, half gone, like I am still learning how to be alone. I type your name and close my phone. Missing you is heavy, but calling you is wrong. I hear old words, can you please look at me? And I remember how I chose not to see. I still reach for your side, but I don't cross the line. I still hear your voice, but I let it die. I miss us on ordinary days, but I can't go back now without taking your peace away. Not this time. I don't want you back just to feel okay. I don't get to use your heart to pay for my mistakes. I miss the version of me that knew how to stay. So I will learn it here without pulling you my way. I still reach for your side, but I don't cross the line. I still miss your laughter, but I let it be mine. And I miss you like a song in my chest, but I can't go back because back then was not my best. Not this time, not this time. Ooh. 6:10 again, another day. I make one cup and I walk away. The sun comes creeping through the blinds. Another morning, same old signs. I stretch my arm across the sheet, hoping for a hand to meet, but all I feel is cotton cold. A story that is getting old. The pillow still retains your shape, but there is no escape from waking up staring at the empty side of the bed. Fighting all the voices in my head. It used to be the place where you would lay, dreaming all the worries of the world away. Now it's just a desert wide, the empty side of the bed. I make the coffee just for one, the daily battle has begun. I see your toothbrush in the glass, a souvenir from days that passed. good for us to wipe away the pain and dust. But space is just a lonely word for silence that remains unheard. I hate this space. I hate this space. Standing at the empty side of the bed, fighting all the voices in my head. It used to be the place where you would lay, dreaming all the worries of the world away. It was just a desert, widening day. The empty side, I pull the covers up again, trying to ignore the pain. Just me and the ghost inside my head, and the empty side of the bed, so empty. Yeah. Crowded street, Tuesday afternoon. I didn't think I'd see you quite this soon. You froze for a second, then you waved your hand, a polite little gesture neither of us planned. Hey, how have you been? You look really great. Awkward conversation blocking the gate. I know the scar above your brow, I know your secrets, but look at us now, talking about the weather, talking about the rain, hiding the history, ignoring the pain. We are strangers with memories, two different rivers flowing to the seas. I know how you take your coffee, I know you made a name, but we act like two players who never played the game. So close yet so far, strangers with memories. You ask about my sister, I ask about your job, words falling flat like a heavy thud. I wanna ask you, do you still sleep late? Do you still believe in a twist of fate? But I just smile and check my phone, feeling crowded but standing alone. We are strangers with memories, two different rivers flowing through the seas. I know how you take your coffee, I know your middle name, but we act like we're players who never played a game. So close yet so far, strangers with memories. A handshake, goodbye instead of a kiss. How did we ever end up like this? Civilized, cold, the story finished before it was told. I know how you take your coffee, I know your middle name, but we act like two players who never play the game. Strangers with memories. Take care, you say, to which I reply, watching your bag under the gray sky. Just a stranger passing by. Lunch break, fluorescent hall, you walk in, smiling like the peak of time. Your badge swings on a blue lanyard, elevated dings and my chest goes hard. You tell me about him like it is safe with me, and I'm not alone, like I can breathe. I bring you coffee the way you like it still, 2 sugar packets and I hold my will. I live on borrowed time with you, little minutes I did not earn. I take what you give and I do not ask more. I miss you, but I keep it in my chest, 'cause if I cross that line, I lose you in my life. And I won't steal more. I won't steal more. Rain starts after 5. You wait by the lobby under tired lights. Umbrellas open like black wings. You say you will fine, then step under mine. Your shoulder near mine, whole street blurred, and I hold my heart down without a word. You texting back, thumb moving fast, my screen reflection in the glass. I walk you to the corner, then I stop. I watch you smile and I let you go. Well, I live on borrowed time with you. Coffee talks and hallway hellos. I take the warmth you drop and I carry it home. I miss you, but I keep it in my chest, 'cause if I make it heavy, it won't be love. And I won't steal more. I won't steal more. Silence is not nothing. Silence is a choice. Sometimes love is taking your hands off the noise. I don't wanna be your problem or your maybe someday, so I will be the stay that never pulls you away. I will miss you honestly and still respect the line. Borrowed time is all I get, so I keep it kind. I live on borrowed time with you, and I will spend it clean. No pressure on your shoulders, no words you have to keep. Oh, I miss you, and I will let it stay. If silence is my kindness, then kindness is what I choose. And I won't steal more. I won't steal more. I won't steal more. I won't steal more. The elevator doors close, numbers fade. You wave goodnight and I let it be. I shake the rain off, hands in my sleeves. Borrow time with you, and I give it back before you have to leave. It's 3 a.m. inside my room, and 3 p.m. in your afternoon. The sun is shining on your face while I'm staring at empty space. I wait for the screen to light up bright, my only sun in the middle of the night. But morning I type with a tired hand to a girl that's in a faraway land. The connection is weak, the video freezes, the voice breaks up into digital pieces. I try to touch you through the glass, watching the seconds slowly pass. Oh, the ocean between us is deeper than love. The sky is too heavy up above. Miles of water, miles of blue, keeping me away from you. I'm screaming your name, but the waves are too loud. Lost in the distance, lost in the crowd. The ocean between us. I miss the smell of your shampoo, I miss the things that we used to do. Now we are reduced to texting, cold, walking alone on a separate road. You're out with friends, having a drink. I'm lying here staring at the sink, jealous of the wind that touches your skin, jealous of the world that you are in. The ocean between us is deeper than love. The sky is too heavy up above. Miles of water, miles of blue, keeping me away from you. I'm screaming your name, but the waves are too loud. Lost in the distance, lost in the crowd, the ocean between us. Oh. Us both like a fool, miles away, the blue keeping me away from you. You're lost. Oh, you're lost.
The pavement cracks are still the same. The old oak tree still knows your name. I'm walking down the avenue where every step leads back to you. The street lights flicker one by one, just like they did when we were young. The world keeps turning round and around, but I'm still standing on this ground. Oh, the street we walked is frozen in time. We are no longer, you're no longer mine. The shadows dance, the leaves they fall, but you don't answer when I call. It's just a road, concrete and stone, but it hurts to walk it all alone. I passed the bench where we would sit, sharing dreams that didn't fit. The bakery smells like bread and rain, a sweet reminder of the pain. Strangers pass me rushing by, they don't see the tears in my eye. Life moves on in a steady stream, but I'm still walking in a dream. Oh, the street we walked is frozen in time. You're no longer, you're no longer mine. The shadows dance, the leaves they fall, but you don't answer when I call. It's just a road, concrete and stone, but it hurts to walk it all alone. People can change and cities grow, but memories are slow.
to let go. I'm searching for a ghost of us in the twilight and dust. I turn the corner hoping to see the version of you waiting for me. Oh, the street we walked is frozen in time, but you're no longer. You're no longer mine. The shadows dance, the leaves they fall, but you don't answer when I call. It's just a road of concrete and stone, but it hurts to walk it all alone. Keep on walking, don't look back, just footprints fading in the black. The street we walk.
We never put a label on the things we did at night. We kept it in the shadows, out of reach and out of sight. You were my favorite habit, you were my safe escape. But we built a castle made of sand, and it began to break. I knew the rules, I knew the game we played, but I fell in love with every mess we made. We were almost lovers, we were almost real. We had a kind of magic that I could almost feel. But almost isn't forever, almost isn't enough. It's the space between the silence and the things we never touch. Now I'm grieving for the stranger and the ghost of almost us. I see you with another, holding hands out in the street. I wanna scream and shout it, but I have to be discreet. I have no right to be jealous, I have no right to cry, 'cause technically we never happened. So this isn't a goodbye, I'm just a friend who knows your secret signs, reading in between your blurry lines. We were almost lovers, we were almost real. We had a kind of magic that I could almost feel. But almost isn't forever, almost isn't enough. It's the space between the silence and the things we never touch. Now I'm grieving for a stranger and the ghost of all. The worst kind of heartbreak is the one nobody knows. The story with no title, the book that had to close. We got so close to heaven, but we never found the key. You were almost mine, but almost doesn't set me free. We were almost real, we had a kind of magic that I could almost feel. Oh, 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 but almost isn't forever, almost isn't love. ordered this cup at 3:30. It was steaming hot, just like you and me. I placed my phone right next to the spoon, hoping to hear your ringtone soon. But the steam is gone, the air gets chill, and time is standing frozen still. Now I'm drinking cold coffee and swallowing lies, watching the hope slowly fade from my eyes. You said you would call, you said you would care, but all I have left is this empty chair and a bitter taste that you left behind. Cold coffee and a troubled mind. The waiter asks if I want a refill. I shake my head, I've lost the will. Start it over to heat it up, there's nothing left inside this cup. Just black coffee like a lonely night, checking the screen for a little light. I'm drinking cold coffee and swallowing lies, watching the hope slowly fade from my eyes. You said you would call, you said you would care, but all I have left is this empty chair and a bitter taste that you left behind. Cold coffee and a troubled mind. Oh, they say that patience is a game we play, but I'm a loser at the end of the day. It's funny how it turns into just me. I paid for love, but I couldn't afford the price. I'm drinking cold coffee and swallowing lies, watching the hope slowly fade from my eyes. You said you would call, you said you would care, but all I have left is this empty chair. I leave the cash on the wooden tray, I walk outside into the grave. Cold coffee, stone cold heart, so cold.
$2:30 again, same cold phone, like your name at the top, like it still has arrived. I type I'm sorry, then I let it go. Curse of breathing in place like it already knows. You said don't make me beg to be seen in my own room. I said I'm just tired and I let that be the truth. I got sorry in my drafts, but drafts don't hold hands. They don't warm your fingers, they don't make a mess. I should've changed when you were breaking right beside me. Now it's just a blinking line where your love can't find me. Oh, drafts don't hold hands, that's on me. Coffee went cold, mine got topped off twice. You said, can you please look at me? I said, not tonight. Your blue mug still waits by the sink, like you walk back in and laugh at the mess I didn't fix. I called it nothing, like nothing leaves marks, but you were getting quieter while I was trying to be hard. I got sorry in my drafts, but drafts don't hold hands. They don't turn back midnight, they don't understand. You said you felt alone with me sitting right there. I stared mistook your patience for something I could spend. I thought you would stay so I didn't have to bend. And here is the truth I hate the most to say. You asked for my presence and I gave you delay. So if this comes too late, let it land and let it go. I'm not asking you back, I'm just owning what I broke. I got sorry in my drafts, but drafts don't hold hands. So I won't dress it up, I won't ask where you stand. I should have been softer, I should have stayed and cared. You shouldn't have had to beg for me to meet you there. You deserve a man who showed up when it got real. And I'm sorry I made love something you had to feel alone. Drafts don't hold hands, that's on me. 2:30 again, I watched the curse of fate. I wanted words to pull you back, want me to stop living that way. I found your name on an old envelope in the back of a drawer with things I never opened. Your handwriting still reads like you, soft at the edges, even when it hurt too. I stood there quiet like I was 18, holding what I ruined in one plain white envelope. This is the apology I owe, not to bring you back, just to let you know. I see you now, the way I made you bend. I was rich in excuses and poor in empathy then. No reply needed, just let it land. No reply needed, let it end. I missed your birthday, said work wouldn't wait. You smiled and said it's fine, but you couldn't hide your face. You had that soft bloom you always used to hide. Fatigue, you left it by the sink like you were still in reach of me. You said, can you please just look at me like I was still your home? I said, not tonight, and you went quiet on your own. This is the apology I owe, not to rewrite time, not to change what you chose. I see it now, the night you felt alone. I was there in the room, but you were on your own. No reply needed, no words returned. No reply needed, I finally learned. No, I didn't mean it, it doesn't change a thing. Impact stays when intention leaves. I used your silence as permission. Love is a verb, not a verdict to win. And I'm sorry for the man I was then. I made your needs feel heavy, like they asked too much. And you should never have had to beg for the bare minimum. Oh, this is the apology I owe, not for closure, not to soften the blow, just the truth with nothing to defend. You deserve a steady love, and I made you feel less. So keep your peace, keep the life you made. Let my regrets stay mine, let your morning stay yours. No reply needed, just let it end. No reply needed, I let you go. I signed my name and I let it sit. Some apologies don't fix a thing, they just return the way to where it should have lived.
pale moonlight. I hear your footsteps on the wooden floor, just 6 inches from my own door. You drop your keys, they jingle on the stand. I reach out to the plaster with a trembling hand. We divided the rent, we divided the space, but I can't divide the memory of your face. Separated by pain and a layer of stone, together in the building but living alone. All these paper-thin walls between your world and mine. I hear every secret, I hear every sign. You turn on the faucet in the dark, so close to the fire, missing the spark. Torture in the silence, prison in the halls, living and dying behind paper-thin walls. Last night I heard you crying in your bed, or maybe it was laughter, something you said. I wanted to knock, I wanted to break through, to hold you like the days when I really knew you. But the lease is signed, the boundaries are set. We are practicing the art of how to forget. All these paper-thin walls between your world and mine. I hear every secret, I hear every sound. You turn on the light in the dark, so close to the fire, missing the spark. Torture in the silence, prison in the halls, living and dying behind paper walls. If I knocked, would you answer, or would you stand there holding your breath, scared to death that the ghost next door is wanting more? So close to the fire, missing, living and dying behind everything. I hear you switch off the light. Good night. Almost called you at 2:13. Thumb on your name, then I swallowed it clean. Almost drove over just to be seen. Parked 2 streets away and turned my keys. Almost set it in the kitchen light. Almost kissed you on the wrong goodnight. We were careful, we were close, like we both knew. We were almost on time, but almost is cruel. Close enough to touch, too far to hold. Right love, wrong moment, wrong life, right you. We were almost on time, and that is what hurts. Almost moved in, almost stayed, almost made it past the fear. You looked at me like you wanted to, and looked away like you had to. We kept saving the best parts for when we felt safe, but safe never came, it just changed shape. You said not now, I heard not ever, and we both got quiet to keep it together. We were almost on time, but almost is cruel. It keeps you hoping, it pulls you through. Wrong life, right you. We were almost on time, then we weren't. I don't want you back, I want that version back, where we had room to be intact.
But love cannot live on almost and maybe, and easy to stay steady. So I stopped romanticizing what didn't grow. Some timing is a lesson, not a door. We were almost on time, but almost is cruel. So I let it be real, let it be through a little moment too soon. We were almost on time, and I will miss it without chasing. Almost called you, then I didn't. Almost love still living in the quiet of my head.
Didn't notice how loud we were, till all the little sounds stopped first. No keys in the bowl by the front door, no hair tie on the bathroom floor. Your mug still drying by the sink, like it is waiting, like it thinks. The house still stands, same wall, same light, but it feels like a room that forgot how to breathe. I loved you late when the house got quiet. I heard what I missed when there was no hiding. Your absence said more than your words ever did. And now every room is teaching me what I was too quiet, too quiet. Your chair is empty at the table. I still set a place, then stop. The laundry is done, the bed is made, and nothing in here feels safe. I used to ask for space, you gave it. Now I live in it and hate it. I open the fridge out of habit, then close it slow like a prayer. I loved you late when the house got quiet. I finally listened when you stopped trying. No more, can you please? No more, not tonight. Just an echo of the life I didn't choose. Too quiet, too quiet. No, I didn't mean it. That doesn't change a thing. Impact stays when intention leaves. I use your silence as permission. I use your love as proof that you would keep staying through what I put you through. So if you never answer, I understand. This is not a doorway, just my open hands. I loved you late when the house got quiet. Not asking you back, just naming it. Love is presence, not a thought. And I wasn't there when you begged for it. Too quiet is mine. I turned off the lights room by room. And the last thing I hear is the sound of my own breath in the quiet. You used to knock soft and hard on my chest like a locked door. You would say, "Are you there?" I would say, "Yeah," without looking up from the screen glare. Hallway light under the frame, you stood there waiting with your voice half broken. You tried with jokes, you tried with tears, and I called it nothing for years. Oh, I heard you when you stopped knocking, and I noticed the silence when it moved in. You stopped asking for me, and that was a sign. I loved you too late, 'cause I finally listened when you ain't quiet. Too late, too late. You left your key on the counter like a sentence with no end. Your coat was gone from the chair, and the air felt different, like you knew you weren't there. I walked past the door 3 times, like it might open if I tried. I wanted to type, "Come back," then erased it, 'cause that would be for me, not your peace. I heard you when you stopped knocking. I felt you leave without a scene. You stopped saying goodnight. You stopped saying it's fine. I loved you too late, 'cause I finally noticed when you stopped trying. Too late, too late. No, no, I didn't mean it. That doesn't change a thing. Impact stays when intention leaves. I used your silence as permission, now use your love as proof that you would keep returning to a door that never moves. So if you never answer, I understand. There's no other doorway, just my open hand. Oh, I heard you when you stopped knocking, and that's the truth that keeps haunting. You deserve a home, not a locked door. I loved you too late, 'cause I waited to change till you were gone. Too late, too late. Light under the frame, I don't like it anymore, but it is not the same. Hey, you call me after work, same tired tone. We ask, how was your day, and nothing comes. We used to talk for hours, lose track of time. Now we fill the gaps with "I'm fine." I hear dishes in your sink, traffic on my end, 2 lives running side by side. And I miss the noise we used to make. Now silence feels like a slow mistake. We have less to say and more to miss. Same love, but it gets thin like this. We say goodnight like a habit we keep, but the distance keeps taking what we can reach. Less to say, more to miss. You're
Inside jokes don't land the same. My stories end before you laugh. We plan a visit, then we don't, 'cause flights cost more than what we want. You say you're busy, I say me too, and the truth between us grows quiet and rude. I watch the calendar flip its page. I feel it's fading in a clean, slow way. We have less to say and more to miss, saying words but they don't hit like this. I asked, are we okay? You say, of course, but your voice sounds far. Even when you're close, that's the same. No one is wrong, no one is cold. We just got used to living alone. Love does not die in one big fight. It thins out softly night by night. And the hardest part is not the miles, it's getting used to the half smile. We have less to say and more to miss. I still love you, but it gets thin like this. I don't wanna blame you, I don't wanna blame me. I just hate the way distance teaches. Less to say, more to miss. If this is the end, let it end like this. A calling screen goes dark. I stare at my phone like it holds your heart. Less to say, more to miss. In the quiet stays, in the quiet stays. I read a theory late last night about the stars and the speed of light. Infinite worlds in endless space, infinite versions of your face. In this one we missed the train. We stood apart in the pouring rain. We said the words that broke the spell and turned our heaven into hell. But physics says there has to be a world where you belong to me, a timeline where we didn't break, a road we didn't fail to take. In another life I wake up next to you. The coffee is warm and the sky is blue. In another life get the house on the hill. Time stands still, and it always will. I close my eyes and go there, running my fingers through your hair. We got it right in another life. Here I'm drinking alone at a bar, where you really are. But in universe 8092, I'm walking down the aisle with you. Here we deleted the photos we took. There we are, written in a history book. It's a cruel game that the cosmos plays, counting the nights and the empty days. In another life I wake up next to you. The coffee is warm and the sky is blue. In another life we get to dream of the version of me who makes you scream. Maybe the real me is over there, breathing in your lavender air. I'm just a shadow, I'm just a ghost, missing the things that matter the most. We got it right in another life. We got the house on the hill, and it always will. See you there in the atmosphere, not here, but somewhere in another life.
The sun comes creeping through the blinds. Another morning, same old signs. I stretch my arm across the sheet, hoping for a hand to meet. But all I feel is cotton cold, a story that is getting old. The pillow still retains your shape, but there is no escape from waking up staring at the empty side of the bed, fighting all the voices in my head. It used to be the place where you would lay, dreaming all the worries of the world away. Now it's just the desert wide, the empty side of the bed. I make the coffee just for one. The daily battle has begun. I see your toothbrush in the glass, a souvenir from days that passed. I almost called your name out loud before I saw the lonely cloud that hangs above this silent room, a morning filled with gloom, staring at the empty side of the bed, fighting all the voices in my head. It used to be the place where you would lay, dreaming all the worries of the world we know is just a desert wide, the empty side. I spend my years believing home was something I could find, a safer room, a better view, a place to ease my mind. But every time I reached it, something still felt far away, till your voice became the reason I could finally stay. Maybe home is not a doorway. Maybe home is not a sky. Maybe it is one heart waiting when the world runs dry. Where your heart is, that is where I'll go. Past the fear, past the leaving, past the life I used to know. If the road gets lost in silence, if the night feels long and cold, I will find my way by loving you. Where your heart is, I am home. I don't need a perfect answer. I don't need the stars aligned. Just the way your hand finds mine when I'm tired of being fine. You make ordinary moments feel like something I can trust. Like the world becomes a little kind when it's only us. If I ever start to wander, chasing what I cannot keep, call me back with one small word and I'll know